Yo, what's up everybody? My name is Boomhour and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're playing Legend Arceus. And in this video specifically I'm going to be teaching you guys how to shiny hunt alphas in a way better method than we have before. This is a little bit known in the community from what I understand, but to a lot of new players and to players that are wanting to do this more effectively, this method is for you. So before we get into it, be sure to drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to check out some of my shorts. We're doing quite well on the channel so far, and I really appreciate you guys for being here. So I'm gonna be using this Miss Magus here, and we are going to shiny hunt it. So to kick this off, we're gonna see what kind of Pokemon this is. It's a level 61 Alpha McMagus, and it is a female. So I'm gonna go ahead and just despawn the spawn. Maybe I'll catch it. We'll see. Go ahead and throw a wing ball at it. But you can catch or defeat the Pokemon to make the spawn disappear. This is going to be important, okay, for our setup. So now that we know our target, we are going to go reset the spawn. Most players would normally fly to a camp. This one's super close, so I figure this is a good example. And then they would go to Jubilife Village. Right, they would have to go through this screen. And then they would return to the village. And you'd get this cut screen in case if you guys don't have the game, this is what it looks like. It transitions quite a while, right? And then you have to go back, and then you'll get a message, and then you'll have to decide where you're gonna go again, and that takes a little bit of time. So I'm gonna reduce that time for you guys using my method, okay? So obviously our spawn is back over there, and I will show you guys that right now. There is our Alpha Miss Magus. In this game there are a lot of set spawns, and I think that it's a good thing to know where these spawns are. So if you guys are doing a specific stretch or a specific Pokemon, this is the video for you. So we're gonna go ahead and despawn this one, another female, level 61. This time, instead of going to Jubilife, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our camp over here. And instead of talking to Professor, we're going to go ahead and rest. But we're going to want to do this in a specific way, because by doing this in a certain cycle, it will respawn our alpha spawn. So we're going to sleep until morning. Okay, morning. We're gonna sleep until midday. Now this does take up a little bit of time, but it's not as significant as resetting the full map, you know? Anyways, we're gonna reset until evening. Okay. And then we got one more. We're gonna rest until nightfall. Not only because Miss Magus only shows up at night, but it resets our spawn. And I can show you guys another example later in the video. Stay tuned for that. But I'm going to also give you guys a bonus route to follow if you guys want to shiny hunt some alphas within this game if you haven't done so already. So there's our shiny Miss Magus. Not shiny, but alpha. I don't know why I said shiny. Ignore that. Let's pretend I didn't say that. It's another 61, but we're gonna go ahead and shadow ball it, strong style. And then we're just gonna repeat the process. Now, another example that's super close by that isn't exactly that Pokemon is gonna be over here. So you're gonna wanna fly from the campsite all the way down to this cliff. And there should be an alpha around here. I don't remember exactly where, but I think that's dependent on the time as well, because I'm pretty sure it's an alpha Luxray. Regardless of the matter, I'm going to get into the method of showing you can take down multiple alphas in a row, and you know, oh look, we've completed the dex entry, which is nice. We're gonna return to the village. I know I said that's not what we normally do, but in order to change locations, that's what we're gonna have to do. But you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different areas you can, you know, alpha hunt if you want to. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the Fieldlands camp in the Obsidian Fieldland. And this is the route I'm gonna take, just to give you an example of how you can do this. So once I get into the Obsidian Fieldlands, I'm gonna head straight for Rapidash every time. And mind you, every alpha in this game can be shiny. You just have to encounter it. You know what I mean? So there's our shiny Rapidash. There I go again, alpha Rapidash. Go ahead and put that guy in our party. And I don't have the shiny charm, unfortunately. I'm still working on getting all of that. That Motham really confused me because I wasn't sure why the other two were green. Sorry about that, y'all. But since we're over here, we're gonna go to the back and get our alpha Heracross. I hit him. This is what we're gonna do. This game always surprises me. I'm gonna hit it with the Hydro Pump and hope for the best. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but that's alright. What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a Gigaton and hope that works. It did not. Oh! Guess I'm a liar and a bad narrator sometimes. But that's alright, right? Did I just hit the sparkle? I'm tripping. Anyways, we're gonna continue our path. We've captured 2 alphas so far. And I will be sure to timestamp the video for you guys, so you can skip ahead to see this part specifically. But our next Pokemon we're gonna go for is our Graveler here. Captured that. we're gonna fly to the right and go up this hill. And it looks like we've even gotten a bonus alpha in this one. So we got a Machop, and then we've got our Alpha Blissey. So I'm gonna attempt to capture those. So I got Machop. Just gotta be persistent, I suppose. Okay, looks like we got Blissey. We're gonna keep moving forward. It's always good to check these spawns over here just in case themselves are alphas. But then we're gonna go down here on the other side of the cave, and we're gonna get this alpha Golbat. I don't know why no Jet Ball ever connects. Wing Ball is the better one, I suppose. I'm not sure why I've caught more Pokemon with the Wing Ball versus the Jet Ball. Let me know in the comments if that's also your instance, you know. But we're gonna go ahead and keep going. This path is a little extensive in itself, but there's plenty of good shinies you can get out of it if you have the shiny charm and you're persistent enough. So we're gonna fly all the way back here to get our Alpha Scyther. Just gotta time those just right. Oh. Also, hiding behind trees is a good method of them not seeing you. It doesn't allow them to see beyond the trees. So once we got our Scyther, we're gonna keep flying along this mountain here. We're gonna cut to the right, go to the beach, fly down, and we're gonna catch Alpha Bibarel. Got him. Okay, we're gonna leave the beach, fly here, jump up, and then we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna go all the way back here to this corner. Now mind you, everybody knows where these alphas are by now, I suppose, but remember, I'm doing a circuit, so I'm just collecting as many alphas as I can within a run, and then resetting them to give me a better chance. Now, given this circuit takes a lot longer than hunting a single Pokemon at once, but it allows you to catch so many Pokemon. Anyways, once we've caught in Lobunny, we're gonna go over here to Chimchar. Or I mean, Infernape. Get a giant monkey. Okay. And then we're gonna fly over here to this peak, and we're gonna go and see Alakazam. So what we're gonna do, double jump just to get the vantage point on this alpha, because there are a lot of dangerous Pokemon in this area. I do say take caution shiny hunting this one. almost thought I would have had to use my super secret method of sticky globs. After that one, we're gonna fly back here. And if I'm certain, there should be a Gyarados around here. There it is. Alpha Gyarados here. Ooh, that was a perfect back strike. See if it gets in the flask. It does not. He's angry. That's alright. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you catch him or if you defeat them. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy the shock of his life. Okay. Now that we've defeated a Gyarados, we're gonna jump up. We're gonna go to this peak over here. Then we're gonna fly this way to see our Alpha Snorlax. See what I mean? The jet ball really disappoints me sometimes. It's supposed to be the better ball, but it absolutely is not. Like I said, this is a little bit of a longer method, but for those of you who want to do multiple alphas within a, single run, this is the perfect thing for you. It does require you to have the Pokemon, fully researched, and I would say have the shiny charm just because it makes it easier. And there are a few Pokemon that I did miss. I'm pretty sure there's some on this mountain up here. But I'm not gonna include them into the video because I can't determine if they're always alpha or not. But for the most part, we've caught almost every alpha so far. We've just got, I think, a Luxio over here and the Paris, the Parasect, I believe. See, that's the only alpha I could think of. Oh, and Staraptor that we did not cover. But like I said, this is more so of the circuit to capture a majority of the alpha Pokemon on the map. So once we've completed our circuit, we can go and we could even fly to the campsite if we really wanted to. And just to show you guys, I have a bunch of alphas in my party. These are all the recent ones we've caught. And I'm going to reset their spawn. So we're going to do this one last time. But I'm not going to show you the circuit because I'm almost out of time. And I don't want to run the video too long. So I'm going to go to one location and show that they are there. Just to prove that this method is the best method to running a alpha hunt for shiny hunting. So once again, we're gonna sleep every portion of the options starting from morning till nightfall. And then after nightfall, you can sleep again to whichever preference you want, whether it be day or night, depending on what spawn you're working with. And you can go see your shinies return. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here to Snorlax. And you guys seen Snorlax inside of my box, right? There's our alpha Snorlax. And anybody can do this. This works on Switch 1, Switch 2, Switch Lite. Whatever you guys want to do. But this is actually a super cool method. And I assume you can also do this with regular Pokemon spawns. I haven't tested that, but if there's a follow-up video, you most definitely can. But there's our Infernape. And then I'll go to Lopunny just to show you that we went way across the map and captured every Pokemon we could. And we got them to respawn. So if you guys like this video, I know it was quite a long one, and there was a little bit of a bonus there at the end for those of you who wanted to do a circuit. But if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, comment down below if there's anything I missed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.